Hello, hello. It's JPJ and Pluggo here for Between Two Beards for Love Wrestling. And as you can see, he was just massaging
beards. I love beards. They love wrestling. I love beards.
And we love Baron Corbin.
And we love Baron Corbin.
Why don't you grow one out?
Because I look like an Amish guy. It doesn't grow like really good like your guys's. I don't have the good mustache, so it goes like straight down, and I look like they're like, "Hey man, you make furniture?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. It's just the beard."
It takes time. It takes time for sure, for sure. So we're doing take two.
We're going to be real. This is take two.
We're full shoot. We're not going to edit this out. We screwed up the audio, so I'm going to go, hey, Baron, for the first time I've ever asked, what do you do for grilling on the road?
Oh, for grilling on the road, because I've never had this question before. And I didn't explain in the prior interview that smokers don't go well on the undercarriage of an airplane.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they say when I wheel that smoker, and they're like, "Sir, this does not fit. Maybe golf clubs, but not a giant smoker, and wood and charcoal and all of those things." So no, I go and I visit, buddies' restaurants, like we talked about earlier.
No, we've never talked about this, right, Baron.
So when I'm on the road, I call buddies. I'm like, "Hey, what's the best barbecue?" Whether we're in Texas, we're in Memphis, we're in the Carolinas, we're here in Cleveland, hitting up Mabel's, whatever it is. And then because I've never said this before, that when I eat the food, I will take the things I like and take them home and use it on my own barbecue.
This information I didn't know.
You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. This is crazy. This is all new information.
Exactly. I wanted to ask you about the time you had in NXT.
Yes.
So obviously, started there in the black and gold era. You have gone back earlier this year. Looked like you were having a great time back there. So just talk about the experience of going back, working down there exclusively again, and how that was the second time around for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome because I got to get down there and really challenge myself. Those guys are hungry. It's a different style. It's a faster style, fast-paced matches, longer matches. But when I got down there, Sean and Russo and Matt Bloom, they really said, "Hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish out of your time here?" Because I asked to stay longer than I was originally set to stay. They just said, "Hey, do you want to go work with Mello?" I was like, "Cool." But then when I got down there and saw that and was like, "Oh man, this is dope. Let's go." And so I asked Sean, "Hey, do you mind if I stay and can we do it?" He's like, "All right, well, what do you want to accomplish?" So getting to have the ability to put my hands on what we were doing and tailoring the kind of programs that I wanted to do and the character development and shedding all the old characters, like burning the Crown, burning the Happy Corbin, burning all of that, getting the new music, all of that was because of those guys. I owe this whole rejuvenation to that run in NXT. And I made a great new friend out of it.
I was going to say, you got your Wolf Dog partner over there. And I was going to say, it did feel like it did rejuvenate you a little bit. Absolutely. Like you went back there, you could see the intensity back in you. You could see it was giving you wrestling life again. You know?
It 100% was. It relit that fire that I had when I started. And when you're around those guys, you can't help it. I think maybe at the end of my WWE time, before I went down there, I was complacent. I was, dreading getting on a plane every week and going to work. Now I'm excited. I'm like, hey, is it Thursday? Do I get to get on a plane? And I'm like, where's the show? What are we doing? But also too, because the WWE universe is hot right now, man. They're excited for everything. They're cheering me, which is crazy. I never thought in my lifetime I would see that.
You're doing dives over the top rope now.
I've lost my mind. That's what you get when you hang out with Braun too much. You start getting crazy, and then Apollo eggs it on, and you're like, all right, here we are.
It's those young ones that get you going, I can do that too. And then maybe not.
Right.
But I know we've taken up way too much of your time. And I haven't asked you this yet, but Johnny Gargano was pumping up the Browns, saying he didn't say they weren't going to win. They were going to win in Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. You have a rebuttal.
My rebuttal that I've never said before. Here's the thing with Johnny Gargano and Miz for that fact. They both always say that the Browns are going to do good, and they always say, but I'm like, all right, let's bet on it. They're like, yeah, let's bet on it. And then when that week comes up, I'm like, all right, let's bet. They're like, well, I don't really want to, because they know deep down in their hearts, at best, they're a 6-win team. They won't make the playoffs, so that game won't happen. Johnny Gargano and Miz live in a fantasy world where they think the Browns are going to be successful. And look, I'm a Chiefs guy. What we do is win. But there's a lot of other teams out there that are better than the Browns too. So it's just the life he lives.
I'm a Patriots fan, so we are not one of those teams that are better than the Browns. Currently, we used to be. Now, you guys have kind of – I was going to say.
So every time we win a game, they're like, you cheated, you paid the ref. You're used to that.
People hate winners, man. People hate winners. So I assume you're pretty positive about a three-peat?
I think so. I think it's good. I think we have the right coach, the right quarterback, veteran leaders on the team that are going to keep people's heads on right, keep their minds right. Because it's a lot of pressure to be the first team in history to ever three-peat. So you can either be too arrogant or too much pressure, but I think they're going to be staying right in the middle, and we're going to get it done.
Good, I love it.
Well, you heard it here first. Johnny missed, but the man, he needs a portable smoker to take on the road. Thank you again, Baron Corbin.
Yes.
For Between
Thank you
Two
for the
Things.
first time interview. We
First
appreciate
time
that.
ever.
We
First time we
appreciate
took
that.
her in.
First time.
First time.
Right now.
First time.